Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Welcome to the Game Week 2 mini review. Apologies for it being a day later than usual. I wanted to make sure we get the Arsenal game in there. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. As always, all the stats you see over here are taken from the Fantasy Football Scout members area. We encourage you to sign up using the affiliate link in the description below. So today we'll be looking at two sets of stats as usual, players and teams, and we'll be looking at current game week and a combination of the two game week sets gone. First, let's have a look at the current game week for players, starting by shots in the box. Wissa is top with 6. Sar took 5, Jota 4, Haaland 4. Salah also took 3. Keep in mind that both his penalties and the rebound count as 3. 3 shots for Saka, none of which were big chances. Wissa top for XG non-penalty 1.41, pretty impressive. Now, Bumo's 1.07, I would say, should be taken with a pinch of salt since the last tap-in which he scored in the 93rd minute when Fulham were down to 10 men accounts for a big chunk of his XG over there. Good numbers still, but something always we should keep in mind with context. March again, there was one attempt which had very high XG, so keeps it up there. Other part numbers, Bruno, of course, I think everyone remembers the one particular missed chance with his header. That accounts for a large chunk of it over here. Jota's numbers again look strong. Nobody else really stands out. March, Wissa, Bumo top for shots on target. Foden top for creativity with a whopping 7 chances created, but the expected assists on this seems to be quite low, only 0.5, which indicates that these were not very big chances yet. 0 big chances created, so that's something again you have to keep in mind with KDB. It was always his big chance created, 2 chances created ratio was very high, and we're not seeing that yet with Foden. Shaw was very creative. 6 attempted assists. The big chance created, I'm guessing this was Rashford's attempt. It was probably, I think, Bruno's attempt. Yeah, this is Bruno's attempt, definitely. That's what accounts for a large chunk of the XA. Now, Bruno's XA, I wanted to mention over here now 0.54. It's very high because of the chance which he created, which was actually not called offside but was offside. So, again, take these numbers here with a pinch of salt. It's very important to have perspective with statistics. Something similar now you'll see over here with XGI now. Salah's XGI is 1.34 over here primarily because of a very high XG, because the XG counts both the penalty and the rebound. So effectively that entire penalty was worth itself like 0.75 into 2. I think a penalty something like that, so close to that. So that's pretty much accounts for a large chunk of it over there, because yeah, his XA is only 0.11. So apart from that, he really didn't have that many chances from the looks of it. Nobody else really stands out. Now let's look at the numbers for the last 2 weeks combined. Edward top amongst all players for shots in the box. Haaland's up there 8. But only one big chance for Haaland in 180 minutes of football. That's surprising. That shows to me that Man City are not exactly at their best yet. Rashford's encouraging numbers for 7 shots in the box with 2 big chances. 2 shots on target as well. No creativity whatsoever. And Ketia's numbers seem decent. Jackson's numbers seem pretty decent. Boomer's top for big chances afforded. Again, keep in mind these counts for 2 penalties. You can't already tell I'm a very salty Boomer non-owner, but we'll talk about it more on the pod tomorrow. The 2 Brentford guys are top for XG non-penalty. Very difficult to ignore going forward. Jackson is somebody we'll talk about more. 1.33 is impressive. But can he put it in the back of the net though? Similar numbers for shots on target so far. Estupinan, second highest for chances created, and somebody I didn't expect to see up here, Alvarez. 8 chances created. Foden versus Alvarez is a legit debate which we will cover more tomorrow. But again, very low quality chances. 8 chances created with 0.4x, so that's 0.05 per attempt. Not that great to be honest. And just 4 shots. It's a tough decision. I can't see a very clear one over there, but in terms of XGI, Bruno is second amongst all players. Very tricky decision whether to sell him. ahead of Forest. Now, something like Bruno versus Rashford. Now, you look at that. Bruno's got 2.12. Rashford's not even above 1. And yet, it's Bruno we are looking to sell, not Rashford. Something we should probably be looking at. Salah's numbers, again, they're going to be distorted all season because of this. Mitoma primarily XA. Nobody else really we to cover. Let's have a quick look at the team data. Brentford are top for XG non-penalty. I'm guessing this is for the current game week. You have to double check that. 3.14. Fulham are bad. Fulham are really bad. Liverpool up there, 2.29. Brighton, of course. Villa 2.2. Wolves 2.14. Plus 2 XG again. United 2. Chelsea 1.7. Newcastle only 0.29. Very poor. Arsenal 1.23. Yeah, Fulham really look like a team we need to target. They're all over the shop. Bournemouth are again quite open, and I think they'll be a good both teams to score banker for this season. Yep. Fulham, Wolves, and Everton are the teams conceding the big chances. The Everton versus Wolves matchup next week really promises to be interesting. I don't see Pickford keeping a clean sheet. And Wolves are conceding a lot of these attempts from open play. They're not set piece chances, which is again a worrying trend. Now, this is a cumulative data for both the game weeks combined for the teams. Brighton are top with 8 goals scored. You understand that. It really surprises me to see Wolves up there in third against small sample size. So both these teams, you see, I think Wolves have scored what? 2 goals of no 1 goal. They didn't score against United. United have scored 1 goal, and they are both teams you see in the top 5 of the XG tables. Always these trends emerge early season on. Brighton creating the most big chances. Newcastle again, I think 8 of these were against Villa. So again, bit of data distortion there due to the low sample size. That's about it. I wanted to make this video a bit shorter because we will be doing the pod tomorrow. Pras won't be back. Pras is on vacation in Greece with his family, so it'll be Baker joining us. Lots to talk about this weekend. We'll be covering options in all positions. It's really a big divergence week. We hope to catch you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.